You're better than the best. I'm lucky just to linger in.
Hello and welcome. It is Thursday, December 7th, 2017. My name is Doris and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 139. Welcome all new and returning viewers. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope that you have a little cup of coffee or tea or whatever you like to drink in the afternoon, and that you have some knitting that you can just come and knit with me. In social media, I am One Fine Cow, all spelled out. On Ravelry and Twitter, I am One Fine Design. On Facebook and Etsy, and I am Doris M. Smith, all lowercase and smooshed together on Instagram. And if I was successful, hopefully you saw a little card before the film began, because I'm going to start putting all that information on a card prior to recording so that I don't have to say all of that every time. I don't mind, but you know, people might get tired of hearing all of that jibber jabber. You can contact me, send me an email at knitandpurlpodcast.gmail.com. I'll clarify, make sure that that's correct when you see the card before. This podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl Podcast, and you will find links to the podcast group in the show notes and my Etsy store in the down bar below. Go to the show notes and you'll see the links to all of social media. Please click like, follow me, and I'll follow you back if you have yarny stuff in your profile. We have a birthday Ravelry group birthday shoutouts, and the birthday shoutouts go from December 1st to December 15th, and we have two people who have birthdays, and they're both on the 15th of December. We have Frosty, who is Teresa, her birthday is on the 15th, and we have Stitch Whisperer, and her birthday is, their birthday is also on the 15th. So happy birthday. I hope that you have a wonderful birthday. I hope that your birthday doesn't get swallowed up in the holidays, that you get a special birthday, that you get good fibery gifts, that you enjoy your day doing the things that you want to do, and that you eat birthday cake. Because what is the birthday without birthday cake? So we had a October-November knit along, crochet along, which was a pumpkin spice latte along. And today is time to draw for prizes. Pumpkin spice latte, by the way. This is a pumpkin spice coffee, which I'm going to take a sip before we get on to the business of drawing. It's really good. So, we had 14 posts. 14 projects that were counted as part of this knit along, crochet along. So the prize is winner's choice, either a package that I put together for you, or a $7 or less giftable pattern on Ravelry. Winner's choice. So I'm going to pull up the random number generator. And put in 1 to 14. I'm going to show you, hopefully you'll be able to see 1 through 14. I hit generate. The winner is number 11. Number 11 is another yarn 9. So contact me via Ravelry. Let me know you saw this, and let me know what prize you would like. Either a package that I put together for you, or the $7 or less giftable pattern on Ravelry. Congratulations and thank you to all who participated in the Knit Along Crochet Along. That brings us to Story of the Week and Stash Enhancement. Over the last 2 weeks, we had a family crisis. I don't want to talk too much about it, but just to say that my brother, one of my brothers, had a serious car accident on November the 29th, and he is in the ICU in serious but stable condition right now. So, if you would please send good thoughts and prayers to him and our family, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that because I know that some people who follow me on Facebook already know. So anyway, I don't want to talk any more about that because this is a yarn and knitting podcast. So let's get right into the fun. I have some fun stash to talk about. This past weekend, I spent time with my sister in Kansas City for our annual Girls' Day Out trip. And Ted and his daughter Melissa went to Minnesota. And Friday, I got a message from Ted that said Melissa was going to be FaceTiming me and to take the call. And she FaceTimed me and she said, I'm in front of this shop. I want to show you. And I had a little meltdown cow type thing and pretty much told her, go get your dad's card. I want something from that shop now. And I was like freaking out. She was carrying us in, and you know, the ladies in the store could hear me wailing and going on and asking if Steve, okay, here's where she went. She was at Steve & B's in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I was so excited. So I told her, I said, Melissa, you need to go to the car and get your dad's card because I want something from that shop. I don't care if you wrap it up for my Christmas present. I want something from the Steve & B store. And here's the bag. And here is some beautiful fiber that she picked out for me. It's beautiful. It is from Sweet, Georgia. And it is 60% superwash merino, 30% bamboo viscose, and 10% nylon. I've never had success with merino and never spun bamboo or nylon, so, but since I have increased my spinning, this might be just one of those good, maybe I'll make some sock yarn. I don't know. So pretty. What is the color, you might ask? Storm Chaser is the color. That was my one awesome thing from the Steve & B store. I belong to a swap group on Ravelry, and we had our annual Christmas stocking swap. And, sorry, I keep leaning out of frame. And when I returned home from Kansas City, my package was here. Now, some people wait until Christmas. Not me. And neither did my swap partner, so that was, you know. So I received a beautiful card. It looks handmade. Someone handmade it. I received my alternative to a Christmas stocking was a Christmas project bag. It's so pretty. But wait, in the bag is some darning, what do they call these? Tapestry needles. And point protectors. Boy, point protectors. Purple. Some pretty pink scissors. They're little cute little scissors that you can take on an airplane. And a little notebook with a little pen to write your notes. Very cute. I'm terrible about writing notes. But that's the first thing. There's also a little bag, sweeten up, that has some cocoa in it. I haven't dug into that yet. And a little Christmas decoration. Very pretty. It looks like it's hand crocheted. Very pretty. No other way to do this. I'm sorry I'm leaning out. I got some Cascade 220 in a beautiful shade of blue. And I got 4 skeins of some Knit Picks cotton, the DK weight crayon, Knit Picks crayon in periwinkle, which I love. And it is DK weight 128 yards of Pima cotton. 4 of these. Pretty awesome. And finally, a cute little box just for me. These little things were attached to the packaging. It's their little cowbells. So cute. There's 2 of them. And this, I really, really love this. Some stitch markers. Ooh, look. There's a cow. There's a little cow. I can't tell if you can see it. I'm gonna try to hold it still a minute. And some beautiful pink stitch markers. And these are from Jill's Beaded Knit Bits. JillsBeadedKnitBits.com. So very cute. And I feel like my partner actually took the time to think about me and what I would like and gave me some really, really nice gifts. Thank you so much, Tilly. So so much. Tilly 5. Awesome partner. Enjoyed every single piece. Also, there was coffee that I've been drinking, and there was candy, which is gone. A very wonderful swap package. I have some other stash. I didn't purchase a lot of stuff this weekend because I just wasn't in the frame of mind to shop. But I did buy this at Walmart because I have one of these, and this is the color. It's Gnome, and it's the Mandela. I have one of these in this color, and I got another one because I really want to make another virus, possibly a virus with this. And while I was doing a lot of shopping prior to the weekend for picking up things, and I went to Hobby Lobby and I got some. I love this yarn, and this color is called Meadow Dance. And when I saw it, I loved it. This is called, it's the print. I love this yarn print. Again, I've got the virus on my mind, and I want to make another virus, and I think this would be gorgeous. And while I was there, I have never tried the I Love This Cotton, so I got some I Love This Cotton. The colorway is a number, no, it's called 230 Woods. I believe that is all of my stash. I think so. So that brings us to the faux and to the elephant in the room. This is my comfy Raglan sweater. I started it on November 1st and I finished it on November 26th, so I did indeed get a sweater knit in a month. I'm very pleased with it. I'm going to tell you the specifics, and then I'm going to insert a little faux video. So, it's a free pattern on Ravelry by Jenna Dolan. The yarn I used is James C. Brett Marble Chunky, and the color is MC10. The needles I used were US 9, 5.5 millimeter, and I ended on the body was using a 47-inch cord. I did it just in the round. I love it. It fits perfectly. It fits the way I wanted it to. And I will insert a video of the finished object so you can get a full view right here.
You make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild.
I have other faux. I have finished 3 mug hugs. I have 4 more to go. So I'm showing it to you the way I'm planning on presenting it. to my coworkers. So I bought some of these throwaway coffee things with lids. And I'm going to dress the coffee cup with a mug hug. And I'm going to make some Christmas candy and put it in the cup. So that is how, I'm sorry, I'm messing with this. Put it in the cup, and that's how I'm going to present them with their Christmas gifts. The mug hug is a free pattern on Ravelry. I'm going to show it to you. By Rebecca Gunderson. The yarn I use is Red Heart Super Saver in the mistletoe colorway. I think they turned out so pretty and Christmassy. So 3 of 7 completed. There might be 9. Got a couple nurses I need to butter up a little bit. We'll see. So that's that. And so, works in progress. Not a lot of knitting and crocheting this time, but I have 2 projects to show you. And one is something I just showed you. My 4th mug hug. Do I need to say any more? I love the yarn. I mean, it's not a bad, crunchy Red Heart Super Saver. It's nice for the purpose, for what it's going to be. It's all right. So I hope that me showing you these projects will give you ideas on what you could possibly do for last minute gifts. Finally, the last work in progress is something I am making for my sister for Christmas. She lives in Kansas City. She is sometimes a Chiefs fan. So I'm making her a crocheted Wonder Woman shawl. What I am doing is this is other yarn stash. This I bought at Walmart. It's just the Walmart brand yarn. Mainstay basic yarn. To make this, and I'm making it worsted weight. Modifying the pattern, I'm making it worsted weight, and I'm doing the smaller size instead of the bigger size on smaller yarn. The hook I'm using is a J hook, which is just a boy. So I'm just going to show you what I've got so far. Red and gold Wonder Woman. I'm going to try to show you. I have, told you my modifications. The Wonder Woman wrap is a crochet patterns free on Ravelry by Clarissa Browning. The yarn is some Mainstay basic yarn in yellow and red. The hook is J. And I told you already. But here it is. This is a project I'm going to be working on until it's complete and blocked and posted to my sister for Christmas. I think this red and gold is pretty awesome. Yep. And I might have to make me one that's red and gold. Because I will have some leftover yarn. Because I bought more than enough, because I wasn't sure. When you modify the patterns, you don't use the same amount of yardage that the pattern calls for if you are using different yarn, different hooks. So I bought extra just in case. It's cheap yarn. It's not a bad yarn. It's cheap. but it'll do. It's not wool, and she doesn't need wool because she needs to be able to wash it, throw it in the dryer, that type of thing. By the way, I wanted to tell you, I wore this sweater Friday on my trip, and when I got home on the weekend, I washed it and put it in the dryer, and it came out beautiful. I think it's even better than it was before it washed. The only problem I have with this sweater is that the neckline is too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get some rolled elastic and thread it through and just kind of tighten it up a little bit. Okay, that's all of the works in progress. I have finished spinning my curly cues, chevet top, wool top, and it's just waiting patiently for me to ply it. Hopefully by next time that will be done. So that brings us to Pinterest and Stumble. I found it's on Ravelry. It was in Pinterest. It's a German short row tutorial, which I'm hoping to be able to look at soonish so that I can, because I don't think I've ever seen a German or done a German short row, but she gives a pictorial tutorial. If you're interested, link in the show notes to that. It's pretty cool. Yep. I'm going to show you the well, let me see. Okay, so let me go to Pinterest. Patience, please. Because in Pinterest it shows a picture and I'm like, oh, this is why I'm showing you this, to show you why I pinned it. The picture. Oh, aw, aw. The German short row. Click on the link, and it'll just take you to the Ravelry page for the picture tutorial for the German short row. That was one thing I found on Pinterest. The second thing I wanted to share, for those people who make Christmas candies around this time of year, I found this cookie thing that looked so good, I wanted to share. It gives you the ingredients. Look at that. It's a Hershey Kisses secret cookie. Look at that. Isn't that? Ooh, I want one. Who's gonna make them? Anyway, you click on the link and there's a recipe and directions on how to make them. It seems very simple, but it looks very delicious. Oh, I don't already saved it. Go back. Okay. And the Stumble. This time of year, I found this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. When it opens, we will talk. It is the best unique geek gifts and science gifts. Oh my goodness. There is like a mini drone. There's a chocolate cookie shot maker. There is a world's smallest LED projector. This is what caught my eye. And it's on Amazon. Okay. I can't do that. Let me try to do it. I'm hoping it will load up. This is amazing. It is a Bluetooth stocking cap. It has speakers in it so you could wear your stocking cap, be connected to your phone or your watch, and stream music to your hat. Oh my goodness, do I want one? Yeah, probably. So there is like a plethora of gift ideas. There's dog hoodies. So the camera shut me off. So anyway, there are tons and tons of gift ideas for that science-y, nerdy person in your life. Interactive dog maze feeder. So anyway, I could look at these for days, but I'm not, because we need to finish this. So, in the bottom of the show notes and in the down bar below, there's a link to my Etsy store. Please go over, have a look around, and like a few things. And if you find anything that you need to give as a Christmas gift, I'll happily sell it to you and just get it to you as soon as possible before the Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And I will see you next time for the next episode of the Knit Emperor podcast. Bye.